Good morning, my name is Jeff. I'm a sewer tech Northwest. Today we're at property address 2212 Southeast 60th Avenue here in Portland, Oregon. We're located at the front of the home where there's a 3-inch ABS cleanout just off to the right of the garage door here. There's also a rain drain cleanout right next to it as well. This will be the point of access, 3-inch ABS. I'm going to insert the camera and check the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. We currently have water running. Here we go. Okay, here at 31 feet from the point of access, transitions over to, it's very hard to tell, there's some standing water here right before the transition, which is concerning. As you can see here, the pipe is nearly full. There's about 2 2.5 inches of standing water when the line has water going through it, or running from a sink or something like that. But here at 31 feet, it's difficult to see the diameter change. It looks like it's transitioning over to 4-inch cast iron here at 31 feet. There's a tie-in here at 41 feet. That's pretty indicative of a rain drain tie-in there. It's not a bad idea, though, whenever you have a tie-in, to check city records to ensure that it's not a party line connection. Generally, you don't see it at this point, but the city of Portland does have quite a bit of party lines, and whenever there's a tie-in, I do recommend contacting the city to see if they have any record of a non-conforming sewer pipe. And on the way back out, I can knock on the neighbors next door and see if they can run some water just to rule that in or out, whether it's connected to another home or not. I'm going to go get the water turned off so we can let this thing start draining out. There's a couple spots here throughout the line of standing water. This one's looking especially bad. There's a lot of debris built up in it, so I want to get it draining out here so we have a better look at what's going on. And at some point there, it transitioned over to terracotta pipe. I'll try and find that transition when the water is drained out. We do have root intrusion here through the joint at 59 feet. And I'll do locates. At this point, very likely that we're out in the street beyond the responsibility of the homeowner. Once you hit the city right-of-way in Multnomah County, the city takes responsibility. And again, with the standing water, it's difficult to tell the diameter change, but it looks like it's transitioned over to 6-inch terracotta. I'll try and find that transition point on the way back. Do have some more root intrusion here at 61 feet, as well as 63 feet. And now it transitions here at 65 feet over to 6-inch concrete pipe. Now most of our running water has been lost at this point. As you see, I back up here, really can't see any water flowing through this point of the pipe. When you get up here to 67 feet, it does look like this water is moving here, possibly coming from outside the line. And it goes back to terracotta here at 69 feet. And now we've picked up running water again here, so there's some issues going on with this line here, the water flow. I'm going to start reeling back here. We're 114 feet out, and it's possible I hit the terminus and couldn't see it because of standing water. It's a lot further out than I would expect this line to be going. Just going to go a little bit further here. We've got PVC pipe here at 118 feet out, 6-inch. Alright, this is the furthest point I'm going to be able to get to. It's getting very, very difficult to push the camera at this point. I'm going to go ahead and start reeling back and see if we can tell if it transitioned over to the street at some point where there was standing water. Alright, so I apologize for pushing so much past the terminus here to the main lateral. It's very difficult to see that on the way out because of this joint here. I had to push past it. So the line terminates here at 71 feet from the point of access out on Southeast 60th Avenue. We do have a joint that's a bit offset here. Looks like stuff's moving past it relatively well, but you can see we have an earthworm sitting there on the bottom of the pipe moving around. Those joints appear to be opened up to the ground. But at this point, that would be out in the city's jurisdiction. That's a good idea to submit the video to the city so they can have a look at it and see if that's something they're concerned about, want to fix. Okay, so here at 45 feet out from the point of access, this is a belly in the line here. We don't have water running anymore. It's standing water there. And there appears to be about 2 inches, possibly more, of standing water there in the line, and a lot of debris building up. I'm going to go locate right here and see where the camera head is at, see if we're on property or not. Well, I attempted to locate the camera head. I'm having trouble picking it up right now. I'm going to reel back here. Actually, I'm going to push out a little bit further. Let's see if I can find it. We'll go to the end of the belly here and see if we can find it at this point. Well, unfortunately, I'm having a lot of trouble picking up the camera head. It's possibly due to the depth of the line. It could be very deep. There's also a lot of overhead power lines just over where I'm trying to locate, which can significantly affect the signal. The most significant portion of the belly here ends at 57 feet. And then I'll reel back here to the beginning of the belly. Yeah, you guys will probably have to pull records as I'm unable to locate the camera head to see if this part of the line is on property. Right here is where the cast iron transition is at. And it's going from cast iron to terracotta here, and it's right where the belly starts as well. It's from 45 feet to 57 feet. We have a significant belly in the line, a lot of debris, and about 2 inches of standing water. I'm back here at the tie-in at 41 feet in the cast iron. I'm going to attempt to get a hold of the neighbor next door, see if they can run some water, and I'll also put some water down the rain drains here to see if I can see it come through. I'm not sure if the microphone was turned on here just a moment ago, but the transition from cast iron over to terracotta was at 45 feet, which is also where the belly begins. It goes from 45 feet to 57 feet. And the microphone was turned off here a moment ago, so I'm not sure if I'm repeating myself, but I was unable to locate the camera head at either end of the belly, either due to the depth of the line or a combination of that and the overhead power lines are right where I'm trying to locate. So probably will require records be pulled or a stronger locating system. I'm introducing some water to the rain drains. Okay, it is rain drains. So not a party line. I just turned the hose on and poured it down the clean out right next to the sewer clean out. So that's a rain drain tie-in. Okay, I'm going to attempt to locate right here at this spot with standing water. When the water is shut off, there's still about 2.5 inches of standing water here just before the transition. And it's a spot where a blockage could easily occur. Because there's so much water there, it's just a wall that the debris will hit and can get stuck in. So I will mark this right here. I'm going to try and put the camera pretty much in the middle of it. And I will mark with a green X. It appears to be a pretty short belly, but a significant one due to the depth of it. And it starts here at 29 feet. I'm sorry, it starts here at 28 feet. And it extends out pretty much right to the transition to cast iron. So about it's about a 1.5 to 2 foot section of pipe there. I'm going to pull it out of the water here and attempt to locate right at the beginning of it. Unfortunately, we're just not having very good luck today. I just tried to locate the camera head here. I am able to pick up the signal. Unfortunately, I'm finding it right in the middle of all the bushes at the front of the property. And they're very thick and deep, and I'm unable to get the camera right on top of the... get the locator right on top of the camera head to get a locate here. So, to do a repair, the repair guys are going to have to do some hunting around with their locating equipment to find this spot in the lines. I can't get my camera or the locator on top of it because of the bushes. but I do highly recommend getting this fixed. Again, the belly starts here at about 28 feet and extends out about 2 feet just prior to the transition here to cast iron pipe. I push back out to the end of the line here, just to kind of, as I reel back, give an overview of what's going on the line here. This is right at the terminus for the line, which should be out in the street on Southeast 60th Avenue. Again, I'm having a lot of difficulty locating the camera head anywhere in the line. Once it gets past the bushes in the front of the yard, I think the depth of the line combined with the overhead power lines is making it very difficult to pick the camera head up at all. We do have an offset joint here at 70 feet. And because it's right up next to the terminus for the line, that would be a city responsibility. This joint here at 68 feet is looking offset as well. We've got another significant offset here at 66 feet. It's also offset here at 65. The line is just old. It's had a lot of settling occur. You can see earthworms are able to get right through the joint here. It's opened up to the ground. So the line at this point, in my opinion, is ready for an update. At the very least, the terracotta portion of it and concrete, it's in rough shape. The joints are opened up, and then we have a belly here, a pretty significant belly in the line. It extends from 45 feet to 57 feet, which is what we're going through right now, which is very thick with debris, as you can see there. And generally, when it transitions from cast iron over to terracotta like this, this is usually right at the city right-of-way, either transitioning at the sidewalk or at the street curb, but I've tried locating it either end of the belly here and I can't find the camera head, so it may require the city to come do locates to mark out where that's at. The cast iron section here still looks good. It's draining out fine. It's in good condition, but we do again have a belly here just before the transition over to cast iron in the ABS part of the line. And I'm just about to pull the camera head out. So there are multiple issues in the line to deal with, part of which will be the likely the city's responsibility. The belly, the large one that's out in the terracotta section, is likely in the city right-of-way. I'm unable to verify that because I can't locate the camera head, unfortunately. And then we have multiple large offset joints at 70 feet, 69 feet, 66 feet. So a good portion of the line needs some repair and updating done to it, in my opinion. I'm going to go ahead and pull the camera head out.